In this video, me and my brother are building a mini pontoon for $0. It all started after our river cleanup where we ended up with a bunch of these large blue barrels. They were too big to throw in any trash, and we knew there was something else we could do with them besides throw them away. This is when the idea of building a mini pontoon came about, but we knew we had to challenge ourselves, so we decided to build it completely for free.
All right, before we start, we gotta break down these pallets. For a job like this, we need the big guns. All right, we took apart most of the pallets here. Here's the wood we've salvaged.
We collected all our pallets completely for free from our local industrial park.
I wish collecting the barrels was that easy.
Fortunately, the shores of the Mississippi are littered with all sorts of things, including our desired barrels.
Alex and I spend a lot of time out here, and we always see these blue barrels floating around or on the side of the river, and that's what we're on the hunt for today.
All right, we just found this one. There's another one back here. I think we're gonna pass on it. It's a little bit dented, and they're everywhere. They're actually everywhere. So let's load it up. Oh. Wow. We got 2 barrels. One to go. It's getting bumpier and bumpier. We're thinking our last barrel might be hidden right behind these barges. No.
Before we do anything with these barrels, we have to clean them and seal them. We just got all the barrels sealed off and ready to float.
All right, this is what we're thinking for our orientation here. So it's about 8 feet wide is like a standard pontoon beam.
Yeah, 8 foot 6 inches.
I mean, we're at 7 feet, 102 inches long, 8.5 feet. Just size them up, 17. Okay, it's coming together.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It's definitely coming together. All right, all these are kind of perfect length for our cross members here. Hey, you broke the screw.
No way.
All right, our front support here.
We're just gonna cut down some of these boards and add more supports in the center here.
Right? Yep.
Oh, that was really successful.
All right, there we go. Our framing is done. Aside for potentially a motor mount of some sort.
I think it looks good.
Oh yeah, and it's really sturdy too. Why don't you
I'll get
hop
up
on
on
there?
there.
Oh,
Pretty sturdy, honestly. Like,
not too
once
bad.
we get decking on here,
Decking is gonna be a huge.
it's gonna make a big difference. Time to start our decking. We decided we're gonna go diagonal all the way across the boat on each side. We're gonna screw in the ones we got and then take a circular saw and cut off all the excess. Hopefully we might have enough. If not, we'll go get some more pallets.
Our batteries just died, so we're breaking out the old corded
Cable.
Nice. Beautiful. Okay,
Not too shabby.
not bad. We're brainstorming right now for what we want to do for our motor mount here. A little bit of wood left here, some 2x4s there, 4x4s, and we have a 9.9 Mercury outboard that we're going to use for this. We don't know how deep this is going to sit in the water. That's one of the problems too.
This is our Mercury 9.9 that we're going to be using for this pontoon boat build. We got this motor for free from one of my really good friends, Grandpa. Thank you very much. Runs like a top right out of his garage, so we won't have to mess with this at all. So we're starting to build the motor mount here. We're going to add this extra piece of wood just for some more support because we don't really trust this one piece of pallet wood to hold the whole motor mount in.
We're kind of sizing it up here. We got the pontoon on some pallets.
It's got to be the bottom of the 2x4.
Are we gonna have any problems with like turning, do you think? With the...
No, because this can come up here.
It's true. Up a little, like maybe...
I do think we want to set it back. I think we'll use the 4x4s we have here, and then we can use it to set it back, and then we can put this on the 4x4s. Adding some more places to drill the 4x4s into. So we'll have one here, and then we'll have one over here, and then our 4x4s will go out this way. Okay. And we'll attach our big 2x8 to the 4x4s, and hopefully, I mean, found some lag screws in the garage. We're gonna put them through this extra 2x4 here, then through the 4x4 underneath.
Ooh, that fire's hot, man. Other one? What's that? Oh, yeah. And that's just 4.
Yeah.
We still need something on the back here, but that will hold. Holy. Yeah, I don't think our motor's falling off.
No, definitely not. We got our piece of 2x8 here that we're going to use for our transom. It's going to go into the end of these 4x4s here. We're going to add this 2x4 just right here, so we're not screwing only into the end grain of our 2x4, just to make it a little bit stronger. We changed our mind on our placement of our 2x4. We're going to move it to the underside of the 4x4s just so we have enough room for the motor to actually sit on the mount. We should figure out how deep this needs to sit in there. You know what I'm saying? So we can just put it pretty much all the way down. Like, is that going to be enough? Yeah, we'll just try flush. So we're trying to figure out a way that we can attach our barrels to the deck of our boat here. We thought about using some like metal strapping or some rope, but then we were thinking we actually have a lot of ratchet straps. Pretty useless ratchet straps for anything but this application. They're pretty cheap, that's why they've never been used, but they might work pretty good for us today.
To attach these barrels here, we're going to drill a few holes in the frame, like probably 2 straps per barrel, and then we're going to run the strap through it and around and then snug it up. That should probably hold.
First strap is going to rest right in this groove here. Our second strap is going to go right in this groove right here. Before we attach the barrels to the rest of the boat, we're going to sand down the rough edges on the deck and then throw some deck sealer on it, hopefully protect the wood a little bit. Okay, just about halfway done sanding here. You can definitely tell that this sanded side is definitely brighter than the unsanded side. We found this deck sealer in our reused room. We're gonna put it on the top, put it on the bottom. Hopefully it'll protect all of our wood for years to come.
And we're using these cut up t-shirts to spread it around.
In case you were wondering, the reuse room is a place where people drop off leftover building supplies instead of throwing them away.
All right, we're just about halfway done here. It looks a little bit more colorful and less pallet-like. Staying done here on the top side of the deck. We're gonna flip it over and get the underside now.
So we flipped it over, we stained the sides. It's kind of hard to reach to the middle though, so we're gonna kind of tip it up on one end.
The ceiling with the deck stuff looks pretty good. I think it was a success. We got the top there and the bottom. Now it's time to attach the 4 barrels.
Attaching the barrels seems pretty easy, but it was a lot harder than we thought. One person has to get on the ground and hold the barrel up while the other person straps it in. After we got the first barrel secured, we fed the rest of the straps through the holes and then attached the rest.
When we're driving, we don't want the water to hit the front of this barrel and create a lot of drag.
We're gonna take our extra barrels and we're gonna make some water diverters for the front of our pontoon here, just so it cuts through the water a little bit better.
We just finished our first water diverter here. We cut some angles, used some math. We're gonna go do the second one and then we'll show you the finished product. We finally finished the mini pontoon boat build. We got Shell and our dad here with us. We're here at the Mississippi River. We're going to take her all the way across for the maiden voyage.
We added a few things. Got our motor attached.
This is when we found out getting the pontoon to the beach was the easy part, and getting it off the trailer was a different story.
On those.
We eventually figured it out and got the pontoon in the water.
We got the boat in the water now. We're going to take it up and down along the beach a couple of times, test it out before we decide to make the full voyage over to the other side of the river, to those far pylons way down there. Might need to counterweight. Yeah, getting on the back is a little sketch.
All right, we're gonna start it up here. We're in forward.
Our test run was going smooth, so we decided to bring it in and get ready to cross the river. Tony hopped in our filming boat, which was arguably more sketchy than our homemade pontoon, and we got ready to go. Shelly and I hopped on the mini pontoon and set sail.
Already losing his job. Okay, next time. All right, they're rolling. They're off.
Can you get it now?
Slowly, we worked our way across the river, hoping none of the barrels would pop out along the way. After an uneventful ride across the river, we finally made it.
A little bit slow, but
A little bit slow and
the water in the back is another problem.
Yep. Whenever we rev it up too much,
There's no water diverter for the centerpiece, so
Yes.
all the water comes up and it sits in here and it swirls around. So maybe if we could build a water diverter, we could use the full motor. I think.
get you some of that Mississippi mud. Thanks for watching. I think the mini pontoon was a success.